Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the timeless stories that have shaped history and faith. Today, we journey back to the ancient Near East to witness a tale of incredible courage, unwavering loyalty, and profound faith. This is the story of how one man, Abram, dared to challenge kings to rescue his family. Lot, Abram's nephew, had settled in the beautiful and fertile Jordan Valley, near the city of Sodom. From a distance, it seemed like paradise: green pastures, abundant water, and bustling cities. It was a land of opportunity. However, beneath this idyllic surface, the region was rife with conflict and moral decay, a danger that Lot and his family would soon face firsthand. The simmering tensions finally erupted into open war. A powerful alliance of 4 kings from the east swept into the valley, their armies vast and their ambitions great. They clashed with the 5 local kings of the plains, including the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah. The battle was a disaster for the local rulers. Their forces were crushed, their cities were pillaged, and their people were captured and led away as spoils of war. And among those taken captive was Lot, along with his entire household and all his possessions. The news of this catastrophe traveled fast. A lone survivor escaped the chaos and raced to Abram's camp, breathless and desperate. When Abram heard that his nephew had been captured, his response was immediate and decisive. He didn't stop to consider the odds or the danger. Family was family. Without hesitation, Abram mustered his own small force, 318 trained men from his household. It was a tiny band compared to the victorious armies they would face. But Abram was armed with more than just weapons. He had immense courage and an unshakable faith in God. Under the cloak of darkness, Abram and his men began their pursuit. They traveled tirelessly, tracking the invading kings all the way north to the vicinity of Dan. As the enemy armies slept, confident in their victory, Abram devised a brilliant strategy. He divided his small force and, in the dead of night, launched a daring surprise attack from multiple directions. The plan worked perfectly. The sudden, coordinated assault threw the powerful armies into complete disarray. Caught off guard and thrown into confusion, the mighty kings and their soldiers fled in panic, abandoning their plunder and their captives. Abram and his men pursued them, ensuring the victory was absolute. They didn't just win a battle, they routed an entire confederation of kings. With the enemy scattered, Abram turned his attention to the reason for this daring mission. He gathered the captives, finding his nephew Lot among them, safe and sound. He also recovered all the stolen goods that had been taken from Sodom and the other cities. Abram led them all back home, a triumphant hero who had achieved the impossible. Against all odds, with just a small group of faithful men, he had faced down kings and rescued his family. On his journey back, a truly remarkable encounter took place. Abram was met by a mysterious and revered figure named Melchizedek, the king of Salem and a priest of God Most High. Melchizedek brought out bread and wine and bestowed a powerful blessing upon Abram. He said, "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand." In a profound act of worship and gratitude, Abram gave Melchizedek 1/10 of everything he had recovered, acknowledging that the victory belonged to God. Soon after, another king came to meet him, the king of Sodom, who had been defeated in the initial battle. Grateful for the return of his people, he made Abram a generous offer. "Give me the people," he said, "and keep all the goods for yourself." It was a tempting proposition, a reward for his bravery. But Abram's response was firm and revealed the depth of his character. He refused, declaring that he would not take so much as a thread or a sandal strap from the king of Sodom. Abram wanted to make it absolutely clear that his prosperity and success came from God alone, not from the handouts of earthly kings. He would allow no one to claim, "I have made Abram rich." The story of Abram rescuing Lot is so much more than an ancient war story. It's a powerful testament to the importance of loyalty to family, demonstrating that love often requires courageous action. It's a lesson in bravery, showing that even when the odds are stacked against us, faith and a just cause can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Abram's refusal to take the spoils of war teaches us about integrity and the importance of giving credit where it is due. He understood that true blessing and victory come from God. This ancient account continues to resonate today. It calls us to stand up for what is right, to protect our loved ones, and to act with courage even when we feel small or outnumbered. It reminds us that our true strength isn't found in wealth or worldly power, but in our faith, our character, and our willingness to trust in a purpose greater than ourselves. Abram's legacy is not that of a conqueror, but of a faithful servant who fought for love and gave all the glory to God. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If this story of courage and faith inspired you, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with others. We look forward to exploring more timeless stories with you next time.